Hulk Hogan, the greatest professional athlete in the world today. Look at him.
From Venice Beach, California.
That's right, boys and girls. That's right, boys and girls. We're back at it like a bad habit. Another week, another Cigars and Sports. Your boy E-Man from the AverageJoeSports.network, and of course, my guy.
It's Jim from the Fan in the Van, brother. What you gonna do? Cigars and Sports Mania runs wild on you, brother.
Oh no, that's Macho Man. Never mind. I was gonna say, oh yeah, well,
Jimmy's up here in the heavens with me now.
Let's do a Slim
We're gonna
Jim.
eat Slim Jims and drink real American beer. Me, Terry, and Roddy Piper. We're gonna pick on the Ultimate Warrior. Ooh yeah,
brother. What is up, Jim? We're back at it with another show, my man. We gotta definitely hit the Hogan topic. We lost a legend. We lost the originator, the one who started it all, the one who's the reason why The Rock, Stone Cold, everybody, John Cena, everybody.
That's the thing that people are missing in all of this. So we already know people have their takes on it. They got their take on it. I understand the jailhouse call that got released and all the the racial ranting went on and whatever. Listen, I get that. You're offended by that. You're I get it. But you have to realize the impact that this guy had on the world of professional wrestling. The fact that he, in essence, helped revolutionize wrestling, along with Ric Flair, Sting, Ultimate Warrior, Ravishing Rick Rude. I mean, you want to go back, you can go back. I mean, because without Hulk Hogan, there probably is no Bret Hart. There is no Owen Hart. There is no British Bulldog. There may not even be professional wrestling.
The first megastar, crossover to commercials, accessories, movies, TV shows. All right.
Failed restaurants.
Yeah, it is what it is. But it's the first one to use his platform to get mainstream and become an icon, because this guy was recognized not just in the United States, but worldwide. Anywhere you went, kids knew Hulk Hogan. You and I grew up on Hulk Hogan. And it's crazy, right? We all know what happened. He went in for surgery, right? Didn't go out the way he wanted. He's been suffering with some neck issues and back issues, and didn't work out that way. What happened is that they took him back home, just to kind of listen. He came out as a vegetable, so I'll bring him back home, man. Let's keep him comfortable until and they kept it quiet because it was a few days after he passed away.
Not that it was his state of health was kind of aired out there by Bubba the Love Sponge, who was the only one who was accurate in all of it.
Absolutely,
like everybody else is like, no, he's fine, he's fine. He did the one interview like a week or two back, whatever it was, and he even said that he goes, "I'm tired, I'm worn out, I need a fucking nap," is what he's telling people. I mean, again, because the amount of tweets that were out there, like fuck Hogan, and I understand that from the racial standpoint. I completely agree. No white person should ever use that word. You shouldn't judge somebody based on color of their skin. I get it. We actually had that conversation at work today, which was hilarious.
Absolutely.
But take that away for a minute and just look at again the impact he had on a sports entertainment business. Like that's what you lost. Like you didn't lose. Like again, there's people he offended in the industry, like Booker T, Devon Dudley, Mark Henry, or all the other African American wrestlers, that he offended, and he went to them and he apologized to them. And he made it right. Devon Dudley came out. Actually, I dig in a tweet of his, and he said, "Listen, you could say this, this, and this." He goes, "You could be offended by it, and people are going to sit here and question why I'm writing this." He goes, "But the Bible says it best. Not to get religious, but the Bible says it best. You forgive your brother."
Absolutely.
I forgave him because he came to me and apologized for his wrongs. So for that, I accepted his apology and I forgive him. and he'll be missed is pretty much what he said. And Mark Henry had a tribute to him. The Rock had a tribute to him. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's not about this personal shit that should have never been aired out. It was aired out for whatever reason. And listen, I get it. You know, you don't think Hogan lives with that regret.
Absolutely.
That he had to say that. But not only that, the stories you hear after of like what he did, like there's this, I think it's 50 Legs charity. I think
he was always charitable, bro. And he always.
So there was a woman on TikTok who posted it. It's a picture of her and Hogan. I forget how many years ago, and he donated so much money that like they were all able to get the prosthetics they needed, and this, that, and the third. I mean,
he always get for the kids,
some
man.
People, that one thing is going to overshadow everything. It's gonna overshadow all the good, because everybody's just gonna remember the one bad thing, or the two bad things, because then the falling out with his daughter for dating a black guy, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know and I don't care. But everything else he did, like within the business, outside the business, whatever it is, that's what you remember him for. Like that's that. Again, I get it from a social standpoint. I get it, but if other people can forgive, man, just do the same fucking thing. I mean, people are going to sit there and say, well, you don't know what it's like because you're white. Yeah, you're right. I don't know what it's like to be racially profiled because of the color of my skin. I don't know what that feels like. Do I think it's right that you should be racially profiled because of the color of your skin or called the N-word? No, I don't think you should be. But, I mean, at the end of the day, should he have said it either? No, but he did.
But he owned up to it, man.
He made up for it.
He owned up to it too. So
he owned up to it. He was like, "Yo, listen, I fucked up. This is what it is." So a lot of people got over it, and some just choose not to, and that's your choice. That's fine. Nobody's gonna make you get over it.
The chat is on fire already. We got Rumble, our boy Lee McCormick leading the charge. Mommy milkers. You know he's on fire, bro. Right there.
I told you, he probably already had that pre-posted and just like hit send.
Man, shout out to B. McCormick. And your boy Brandon is in the building, brother.
Yeah.
And Abuelito Loco is in the house as well.
And Brandon.
Let's not forget about the Prince of Darkness. We don't talk about the devil here, bro. All right.
He's talking about Ozzy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shut up.
It's not funny, but like we were talking so like when Ozzy passed, we were talking about it, and I go, because a day or two before that was Malcolm Jamal Warner, right?
Bro, a lot of people freaking like.
So then, like all of a sudden now Ozzy goes, and it's like, all right, who's the third? And everybody goes, what do you mean the third? I go, well, you know this happens in threes. It's like, who's the third person that's gonna die? And then all of a sudden it's Hulk Hogan, and then you hear about this chef that took her own life. Like,
oh yeah, the one that was really popular at the show, or whatever.
And then Chuck Mangione, whoever the fuck that is.
I don't know who that is.
He must have been like I don't know. I think he was like a guitarist or whatever. I don't know, or a saxophonist, whatever. He fucking died. So maybe now it happens in fives instead of threes.
It's pretty wild, bro.
Yeah.
Going back to your point, Jim. Look, as a minority myself, right? I've been a lot in my life, but I've been stereotyped every once in a while. Not so much because Latino, because I kind of look a little bit Arab myself. So I got pulled over in the damn airport every single time. You know what I mean? But from that, look, everybody make mistakes. Everybody makes, and I'm not condemning racism at all. Being a minority myself, to me, racism is racism. It doesn't matter. It could go either way. It could go to a white person, to go to a black person, Chinese person, Hispanic person. Is not right, regardless of the fact, right? So we stay away from that. The man made a mistake. The man said some shit that he shouldn't. God knows if he was blasted or not, or if he was high, or whatever the case may be. Sometimes you get locker room talk, and you end up saying some shit that you shouldn't, and that's what happened. But he owned up to it, apologized to it, and doesn't make it right, but move on forward. And he was always a guy that gave a shot to everybody in the business, right? He gave his life for the business. What pisses me off is, yes, the man made some mistakes. So did Kobe Bryant, right? Did anybody air that shit out when he died? No. So has Michael Jordan. Right? Yeah. It's like they picked. I don't like the picking and choosing of who the fuck gets the bashing when they die and who doesn't. You know what I'm saying, dude?
I agree, and I think if you keep the energy for one, you do it for everybody.
It's
if somebody got offended, let's say Mel Gibson died tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And Mel Gibson, let's say there was a phone call released between him and, let's say, I don't know, Bruce Willis.
When he was in jail or some shit.
Right? Or not even in jail, just a random phone call, blah, blah, whatever. They're both drinking fucking Johnny Walker scotch and doing whatever, and having a phone call, and they're talking about whatever, maybe doing a project together, and all of a sudden Mel Gibson starts going on a racial tirade. And then Mel Gibson dies. But everybody just, well, Mel Gibson was a great actor, and they'll overlook this.
Yep, absolutely.
So to go to the point, you can't pick and choose. If you're going to sit here and you're going to hate Hulk Hogan for being like that, then you better stand on that same business when the next guy who said it passes away. You better keep that same energy, because that's just what you if you're offended by what this guy says, but you're not offended by what the other guy says, and then now that people say, well, I'm not watching SmackDown because they're going to honor Hulk Hogan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a minor issue I have with WWE, is you went all Black History Month without mentioning Black History Month as much as they once did. Like when Vince McMahon was in charge, Black History Month was blasted throughout February on WWE programming. With Triple H and TKO involved now and all these other people, any Raw I watched or SmackDown, you didn't see it as much. And I understand, the Black community being upset by that. I understand that. And so I can understand you not wanting to watch WWE from that standpoint. For that, I could agree.
Yep.
For that, I could agree, because you're going to make this big thing about Hulk Hogan. But the reason why they did that is because everybody who's wrestled in WWE or wrestled in WCW, has wrestled against Hogan or has had any interaction with Hogan, knows that you cannot talk wrestling without mentioning Hulk Hogan. That would be like talking about Yankees baseball and never mentioning Babe Ruth.
Absolutely.
That's like talking New York Rangers hockey and never mentioning Mark Messier.
Absolutely.
That's like talking about the Bulls and never mentioning Michael Jordan.
That's right.
So, people are going to be offended no matter what.
And you know who's the number one?
There are people that are probably already offended by the fact that we're discussing it. And
Yeah.
if you're offended by that, listen, you obviously didn't listen to what we said the first 5-10 minutes in.
Yeah.
So if you didn't, wait till the episode's done, or you can rewind during the live and you can go watch from the beginning. You can hear what the fuck was said. Okay? Because I don't condone what Hogan said, but you can't sit here and tell me you're not going to do something big for this guy. I mean, WWE's made mistakes before. Let's go back to Chris Benoit. Oh, no. God forbid we talk about Chris Benoit for a minute. Okay? Chris Benoit, nobody knew he murdered his fucking family.
Nope.
And they did this whole tribute to him on Monday Night Raw. Tuesday, they do SmackDown, and Vince McMahon's got to do a pre-recorded thing retracting everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, WWE fucks up too. Players fuck up too.
Yep.
It happens. It is what it is. But to sit there and say, well, I'm going to boycott. How dare WWE idolize this guy? This guy, in essence, saved WWE, well, WWF then, from almost going out of business.
Dude, he fucking made Vince McMahon. If it wasn't for Hogan, WWE would never been born.
And a lot of people said, even with the issues with Vince McMahon,
and he knew it, yeah.
Now, here's what's funny. Now, what happens if WWE said, okay, Vince, you could be a part of this for SmackDown? How many people? Oh, the uproar. And that's the thing. I can't wait to see when, not that I want to see it, but when Vince McMahon passes away.
Oh, yeah.
What are people going to say about that? Because I can already tell you.
Oh, yeah, yep.
I can already tell you, because it's going to go both ways. Oh, he was a creative genius. He was this, and that. But he was also a piece of shit. Because he was.
Well, listen, with that being said, this is the problem that I have with ESPN. ESPN writes this whole entire article. This is the problem with ESPN, because they fucking pick, they politicize everything, right? This is how they end the article. They give him his praises, blah, 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 blah. And then, of course, it goes, oh, notable persons, were like President Trump, posted this on his social media. We lost a great friend today, the Hulkster, right? Hulk Hogan was MAGA all the way. Strong, tough, smart, the biggest heart. He gave absolutely electric speech in the Republican National Committee. Whatever. He's giving his props because he was one of his supporters. He entertained fans from all over the world, and cultural impact as massive. To his wife, Sky, and family, we give our warmest, best wishes and love. Hulk Hogan will greatly be missed. And of course, when this is the way they end the article. This is ESPN. I'm reading the last 3 paragraphs. After that, right? Because of course they don't like, they're very left leaning, right? They don't give a shit about anything, and I don't give a fuck who they lean, but they become the CNN of sports entertainment. You know what I mean? After his wrestling career concluded, Hogan had been embroiled in some controversy. 2015, the recording himself using the N-word and referring to himself as a racist to a point leak. WWE terminated his Legends contract at the time, though. He was brought him back 3 years later as an ambassador for the infrequent television appearance. Hogan appeared in WWE's Netflix debut show in January to promote his new Real American beer, but was booed by the fans in Los Angeles. A sex tape featuring Hogan leaked by the website Gawker in 2015. By the way, would you sue the shit out of him? And won a company. And Hogan supposed to sue the defamation, loss, privacy, emotional pain. Hogan won the case and awarded 115 mil. Listen, that is where I say they do that in order to play their shit. Oh, we got Brandon Bass right here.
He makes a good point, and this was the other thing I was going to hit on next. But like, here's the other thing: ESPN, and then not only that. So, like, to go off topic for a second. So obviously, we've all seen the Coldplay concert, right?
Yep.
ESPN, don't you have better things to do other than they make a mockery of it? Granted, I don't condone that guy stepping out on his wife to fucking get head from the head of HR, but
talk about a conflict of interest there, bro. From so many ways
of interest there. But you're sitting there reenacting it on live TV, and you jerk offs think it's fun. I actually retweeted it, and then I wrote what I wrote. And matter of fact, because you responded to it. Yeah. I'm surprised they didn't block us yet.
Yep.
Actually, I got to go check because they might have. But Hulk Hogan in that era of wrestling, like Brandon mentioned, Vince wanted larger-than-life guys.
Mm-hmm.
You had Macho Man, the Warrior, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, Andre the fucking Giant, Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair. Like, that's what you had. And then he leaves because the whole steroid thing and, even though Hulk Hogan is on record of saying in one of his promos when he came back, he never wanted to leave when they brought the NWO back. And he said he never wanted to leave. He wanted to finish his career here. And he openly pretty much stated certain things wouldn't allow that to happen. He goes to WCW and kicks off what I think is the best era of wrestling with the Monday Night Wars when they did the one thing WWE and WWF at that time would have never done.
Nope.
They would have never, ever made him a bad guy. Eric Bischoff said, let's make you a bad guy. And Hogan was against it. But guess what? He also fucking killed it as being a heel, too.
Dude.
You started the greatest wrestling faction ever.
Yep.
The new world order.
Shout out to B. McCormick. He said his O's are fucking killing the Rockies, making some money. Yeah, throw a soccer parlay if you want there, B. McCormick. No One's Nothing will replace Hogan the Legend. Shout out to S7 Sage at Rumble. It's in the house also. New viewer right there. What's up? Welcome. By you saying that, ready? And I have it queued up here for you, my guy. The greatest heel turn moment in history. It revolutionized the freaking game. Man.
Man. And then there was one, and it was Sting, and he didn't look
It's a little small. It's a TikTok. It's somebody heard it.
Hulk Hogan's here.
There he is.
Hulk Hogan is in the building. You're damn right he is. Go get him, Hulkster. Yeah, but whose side is he on? Go get him. What are you talking about? Yes, sir. Get him, Hogan. Go get him, baby.
Yeah, go get him.
Come on and get some of this now. Who's bad now, boys? Hulk Hogan arrived. Hulk. What is he doing? My God. Is he the third man? He's the third man. What the hell is going on 28.
That was awesome, dude.
Right? He was the third man.
WCW. He is the
Dude, that was so
third
fucking
man in
cool,
this
bro.
picture. Oh my God! What the hell is going on?
Look at this.
Oh my God! Are you kidding me? Probably the lowest shot ever given to professional wrestling. That man did right there, Hulk Hogan. Let's get everybody out of the dressing room right now and kick his rear end.
Yeah, right.
What have I been saying all these years? Huh? What have I been saying all these years? Oh my God. A career of a lifetime. It's right down the drain, kid. I hope you love it.
Dustin Rhodes, right?
Sold your soul to the
Dusty
devil.
Rhodes, yep.
Dusty Rhodes.
With the tears rolling down their face right now.
We are not going to even acknowledge that 3 count.
Now what happens to us? What happens now to WCW?
There was no 3 count. I never thought I would say that he's yellow, but he may be wearing red, but he's wearing red and yellow.
Okay.
Is this right here is the future of wrestling? You can call this the new world order of wrestling, brother. These 2 men right here came from a great big organization up north, and everybody was wondering who the third man was.
Right there, the start of the wars, baby.
Who knows more about that organization than me, brother? Well, let me tell you something. I made that organization a monster. I made people rich up there. I made the people that ran that organization rich up there, brother. And when it all came to pass, the name Hulk Hogan, the man Hulk Hogan, got bigger than the whole organization, brother. And then billionaire Ted, amigo.
It's about 6 minutes. Let me forward this a little bit here.
With Hulk Hogan in the new
Yeah, we get the point, man.
But what people don't realize is this, if you think about it now, in modern day, it makes sense to have him join the NWO because back then, like when Hall came in, everybody thought it was this invasion angle. Like that they were still employed by WWF at the time. Like that Hall was employed, Nash was employed, and then they kind of had to come out and say they weren't, and they thought, oh, this is going to ruin it. And it didn't, because then you had Hogan turn heel, and history is written. It's as simple as that. But that's a guy who he's the only guy that I know in my years of watching wrestling that could stand in a ring, not talk, and be the most over guy in the ring. Because when he comes out, I think it was in 2002 on Monday Night Raw, he comes out, doesn't say a word, and the crowd is just going nuts cheering Hogan's name.
Yep. Dude, when he came back and him and The Rock had their WrestleMania, the crowd did not, you couldn't know if the cheers were The Rock or the boos were for The Rocks. It was all for Hogan.
So
because I saw that, it was wild.
So like The Rock goes to Hogan like before, like as they're building the matchup, and he goes to him backstage and he goes, right, Hogan's never discussed what they're gonna do in the ring. It was always, we'll just talk in the ring and do it. So The Rock's like, oh no, we'll do this, and then we'll do this, and we'll do this. And what changed everything was that everybody booed The Rock when he came out, and they all cheered Hogan. At WrestleMania 18.
They were cheering Hogan.
Originally,
it was crazy.
That match was supposed to be Austin Hogan. And for whatever reason, I think maybe at Hogan's creative control politics that he did, because he did a lot of that backstage.
Yeah, but all
said,
superstars
I don't want to work with Austin because it's not going to work. I think it would have. But Hogan figured The Rock is the next Hogan because he's got that factor in him that he can cross over and do movies, and he could do TV, and he could do all this. And guess what? Because of guys like Hogan, The Rock went and did it, and he was successful. John Cena has done it, and he's successful. There are guys who have done it and weren't successful, like Steve Austin really wasn't that successful.
No, a lot of B movies.
But, I mean, Hogan set a trend that no other wrestler ever did. Like if Hogan never did that, you're not seeing The Rock as a Hollywood actor.
Dude, even
You're not
Batista,
seeing
right?
John Cena in movies.
Batista wasn't one of the most popular ones. He lasted a little bit. Now he's just doing movies full time, right? Because he was never into the whole game. He was more of an actor from the get-go. And you know that he's another one that he's the only reason why he's in movies is because of this man right here.
Yeah.
Let me give a quick shout out here to McCormick to give the folks. McCormick has a parlay, a soccer parlay. This guy is talk about a old-time degenerate. Monterrey over 1.5 goals. Atlas and Monterrey both games to score over 1.5. Flamenco over 1.5. I don't know what TGs are. Plus 585 on DK. Just put that in there, bro. All right. McCormick's picks, even soccer. The game starts at 9 o'clock. Don't let that shit go. My man's gonna make some money for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what he does, bro. That's exactly what he does. You know, going back to wrestling, man. Gotta love McCormick. This is another great moment, right? I'm gonna share this with you. Remember, was it WrestleMania or was it I forget where it was. It was one of the pay-per-views where all three of them went out there and did a promo. What was it? I think it was WrestleMania. I forget which one it was.
WrestleMania.
It was one of the two. But it was
where he comes out, The Rock comes out, and Austin comes out. And that's actually kind of where Austin and Hogan kind of bury the hatchet.
Yep.
Which you figure. Well, before I get to that point,
let me play the clip because it was funny how you got the three of the greatest. It is the Mount Rushmore of wrestling in my book. All right. I don't know. When you got Hogan, right? Steve Austin, Stone Cold, and The Rock doing a promo. And crazy how Hogan fucks up a little bit, but Austin, because these guys all think alike because they're that good. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they all come the same cloth. He picks it up, and The Rock picks it up, and they just make a great promo out of it. This is like the greatest. This is a Mount Rushmore. You're never gonna see that in baseball, right? Or basketball. You're never gonna see the Mount Rushmore of basketball and baseball or any other sport together. In wrestling, you saw it that one day. Check this out. God damn it! Hold on a second, man. This mouse is so freaking. Sorry about that. I gotta stop using the mouse, dude, because I have a mouse that's very sensitive. Here, let me go back here to Hulk and right here.
I think it's about that time, isn't it? Yeah, brother. It doesn't matter. Oh, come on, I want you to get
it. You gotta be
quicker than that. Oh, okay. Go ahead again. It's about that time, isn't it?
I think it is. Come on, guys.
He's saving it for out there. He's the money man. He's saving for the red light.
Have some fun out there, guys. First time we've seen this. Oh, can't wait. Point. And something random, and then do that bitch again. Okay, just once.
The immortal Hulk Hogan.
One thing I didn't get was that, you know, the feather shit that he started wearing that scarf.
I'd like to welcome everyone here at the Silverdome to WrestleMania 30.
It's the Superdome.
Even the Silverdome.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it is the Superdome.
The Superdome. They're both look at the back. They're all fucking laughing. Watch Stone Cold, bro.
Steve Austin.
Guys that can make promos were the guys.
Here at the Silverdome.
He get the Silverdome.
The Mount Rushmore of sports entertainment has just come to life at WrestleMania 30. Finally, The Rock has come back to the Superdome.
See?
Hashtag Superdome. What you gonna do, brothers, when Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WrestleMania 30,
WrestleMania 30.
and the Superdome
See?
run wild on you, brother. When I said Silverdome, I knew you two were coming out of one. Okay.
We're telling him, but he said Silverdome, and the crowd corrected him. He said,
See that Stone Cold double down there.
doing the opening's the coolest moment of the show, for God's sake. You don't want to be that guy. You know what I mean? They got to go on that. That was really good, guys. That was good.
That's no bullshit. That's a special moment in this business.
Oh, thank you, brother.
That meant everything to me. Yeah. Really, just to be in there with you guys, and I meant that. I mean, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Bro, if The Rock wasn't, was always giving him his props, that should
Yeah.
tell you everything you needed to know and call
But
it a day and give him the man his
even
flowers.
to go to Brandon's comment, if you think about this, Hogan had an impact with WWE without even being there.
Yep. That's
Because
true.
you now, as a wrestling fan back then, you had to decide, am I going to TNT, which was Channel 37 if you lived in Long Island? Or are you going to USA, which was Channel 38? You're in essence fucking flip-flopping between the two channels. And
I did. I was watching Raw and this back and forth, and there was sometimes that I would end up with WCW.
And if you think about it, with the creation of the NWO, Vince had to up the ante and do something out of the ordinary that Vince would never do.
Nope.
So you create Stone Cold, you create The Rock, you create Degeneration X,
DX.
you create controversy that, like, what other wrestling promotion has had where your employee comes out, flips you off, tells you pretty much to go fuck off, and stuns you in the middle of the ring of Madison Square Garden? No other wrestling promotion did that but WWE with Steve Austin and Vince McMahon. So Hulk Hogan had a bigger impact than most even realize and even think about till this very day, this very moment. And if people don't think that, you don't know
wrestling
shit. Okay?
Don't know wrestling, don't know shit. And
you
I think
can hate
anybody...
the man, you could hate the man, you could love the man, you could despise him, you could, I'm either, I could take it or leave it. But one thing you can't take away, the one thing you cannot take away from somebody like Hulk Hogan is, and the one thing that'll never be wiped away from wrestling history, is the impact he had in the game.
The man revolutionized the business to what it is today.
I mean, did he go out? Was he a pain to work with backstage from the stories you hear? Yeah.
So was every other superstar.
But when they're paying you a shitload of money, you can kind of do that. You could pick all right, like there were certain guys he would put over, and there's guys he felt he didn't need to put over. Like he put over Bill Goldberg, and Goldberg should have never been put over. Like he loses a title to Goldberg on Nitro, not even a pay-per-view, but on WCW Monday Nitro, where Goldberg had to wrestle twice because he had to wrestle Scott Hall for the U.S. title, and he beat him, and then he beats Hogan for the title 2 hours later. And Hogan didn't have to put Goldberg over, but he did it.
Yep. He did it for he did it. He was always, like you always said, he did everything for the business because his number one priority.
He did it for the business, but he also did it for himself.
Exactly. No, of course. The business succeeds, he's got to succeed. So that's why he always says
and that's why people got annoyed. And it never made sense to me. So like people know that like Steve Austin left WWE for months. Some people don't know the real reason why. And I feel that Steve Austin's correct in this.
Yep.
Steve Austin was the biggest draw WWE has. In Hogan's day, Hogan was the biggest draw. Steve Austin is now the top draw. Right? Like as far as drawing a crowd, Steve Austin, I feel, has surpassed Hulk Hogan. Now that's a personal bias of mine because Steve Austin's my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah, mine too.
But like they wanted him to put over Brock Lesnar. And to me, that was like Hogan putting over Goldberg.
Yep.
Like it just made no sense to do it. Like, why have Steve Austin lose in the first round of the King of the Ring tournament just to put over Brock Lesnar, who's going to leave like 2-3 years later to go pursue fucking football again? Like, to me, that made no sense. But to the real wrestling fan who can see past the negative, to those people, Hogan is a national hero to them.
I think he's a sports icon. He's international sports entertainment icon.
Not only that, WCW was the first wrestling company that brought in celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Like on a main level to actually wrestle. I mean, nobody wanted to see Jay Leno fucking wrestle.
No, but like Mongo McMichael.
They brought in Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
They brought in Karl Malone. Like, you don't do that without Hulk Hogan being involved.
Exactly.
Like, were you gonna get Dennis Rodman to come to WCW if you were doing that with fucking Diamond Dallas Page or Sting? No.
Hogan was the only wrestler, right? Check this out, right? To have two productions, two companies at the top of the wrestling world in his career. Even though WCW was there for a short while, he, along with Bishop, because he was a big part of it, beat WWF at that time, WWE. WWE became a mega sensation after Hogan, became Hulkster, became Hulk Hogan, WrestleMania, all that kind of stuff. When he left, they were still on top, but he was the only other person to be in another production and another company to beat and have the number one wrestling company. Nobody who can say that. I don't think Stone Cold can say that because he never left anywhere else. Neither does The Rock or whatchamacallit or John Cena.
John Cena can't say that.
All right,
John Cena can't say it. The Rock can't say it. Steve Austin can't say it.
Not even Ric Flair can say that. No, because this is
he was part of. Well, no, because he was part of WCW's highest point because Hogan was there.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make. Both companies were at their highest when Hogan was there, and he was not just in the roster, but he was headlining.
But like the saddest part is now you have this AEW wrestling company, and people are going at Tony Khan because he's not doing anything to even acknowledge the passing of Hulk Hogan. And there are people going out and they make a valid point. Well, why should he? Hulk Hogan had no dealings with AEW ever. I mean, granted, yeah, did he have interactions with guys that were WWE guys that went to AEW? Yeah, but it doesn't mean that Tony Khan's got to do this huge fucking production of it.
I don't know, but I think everybody should give him like the rest in peace kind of shit. You know what I mean? At least a 10 bell count.
I mean,
right?
Well,
it's like a baseball player.
Well, that's what SmackDown did last night.
Yeah.
You know,
I was gonna play it,
Tony Khan could have did a little, even like a
recognition,
even like a tweet, like, "Hey, AEW, sorry to hear about the passing," because they do it for everybody else.
Exactly. It's
why not do it for Hogan? But you know what? It's his fucking company. He can fucking
that's true.
Do what he wants.
Tony Khan is also a liberal little bitch. And to end on that note, the reason you got Jelly Roll in the fucking ring against Jake Paul. Because Hulk Hogan made this shit possible. All right.
No. See, I take issue with this because as a wrestling fan, this is why I take an issue. Okay, here we go. It's about to get fucking real.
Can I play it real quick?
Oh yeah, you could play this atrociousness, and then I'm just going to utterly fucking destroy it.
Let me play it real quick. Ready?
Yeah,
let's
go.
Two
jerk-offs in the ring.
There you go.
The Scottish Warrior. Jelly Roll back in the fight.
Would you look at Jelly? Jab after jab.
Shake, rattle, and roll.
And an elbow.
What was that?
Back elbow. Shoulder tackle by Jelly Roll. The work
in the performance
center, perhaps.
I don't got to
pays off midway.
Using all of the power in that frame. Just a big set of lungs.
That kick to the midsection takes him down to his knees.
To show your experience in this game is paramount, and Logan Paul has that certainly.
Oh, he's locking in that big right hand. Wade. He's locking in that big, powerful right hand. Jelly Roll escapes it. My black hole slam!
Oh my God!
Bossman slam by Jelly!
The Scottish
Warrior.
Jelly Roll back in a fight.
Was that the Big Boss Man slam?
Yeah, a lot of people use it. They just change it. They just change the name 755 times.
Yeah.
This is where I have an issue with the wrestling business. When they bring in celebrities and they're taking a spot from guys who have been busting their ass, whether it's male or female, okay, and they focus, we have to put Jelly Roll with Randy Orton. So let's waste Randy Orton's last few years of wrestling to team up with Jelly Roll. Yeah, you're a great musician. You have no business being in the ring. You're taking away from other people's spots, especially with SummerSlam coming up. So we can't get LA Knight in a match, but we can get fucking Jelly Roll. Okay. We can't get a a women's U.S. title match because Cardi B and her fucking stank ass fucking twat waffle smelling fucking BBL has got to host the fucking thing. Yeah, nobody wants to hear.
Why?
Okay. Nobody wants to hear bullshit.
Whatever.
Okay, nobody wants to hear. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Fuck Cardi B. That's why Stephon Diggs left your stank ass. Okay, because he probably smelt it and fucking went in the fatality mode and said, "I can't hit this no more."
The Tussie.
But this is the problem with the business that a lot of people think if Vince was still in charge, this wouldn't be going on. Like Triple H running it now, it's we need more exposure. I don't think you need more exposure because you got enough of it, but you're taking away, and the wrestling fan isn't stupid. They're not stupid at all. Like the wrestling fans are now coming out saying we don't need Jelly Roll in a match. Like we don't need it. We don't want it. We rather see, Damian Priest versus fucking whoever, or like they rather see two jobbers wrestle than fucking Jelly Roll. And then Logan Paul comes out a few weeks ago and he talks about how he's tired of celebrities coming in and invading WWE. You did the same shit.
Exactly.
Like, I get it, sports entertainment, but like, you're gonna let this guy go out there and cut a promo like that and not realize the hypocrisy behind it? Listen, this isn't the 80s and the 90s where the wrestling fan was stupid and believed everything you threw at them. The knowledgeable wrestling fan now thinks thoroughly, and they know more now, and they know better now. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to see Randy Orton and Jelly Roll team up at SummerSlam. I mean,
he's taking spots away from the Brooklyn Brawler, bro. You know what I mean?
I'd rather watch Ric Flair almost have a heart attack in the ring again than watch this shit.
He's the next one. He's got to be joining the crew.
Nah, Phil Collins apparently is on hospice care.
Yeah, he is. Oh, man. Well, rest in peace, Hoaxster. All right, I just wanted to throw that out there because I knew it was going to kind of set you off a little bit. It is what it is. And let me see what else I got for you. We got to talk some NFL here shortly, my guy. I'm going to flip the script here a little bit. And, the NFL, as you mentioned earlier, Jim, likes to have their, their top 100 players. And they start releasing like one every day. And they started, I think, Friday or whatever the case may be. Ravery Sports is in the chat as well. Why is Randy Orton with Jelly Roll? Crazy. That's true. Just like Jim said, it's
because it's fucking stupid.
It is.
I'd rather watch fucking Vince Vaughn wrestle fucking Kevin James than that shit.
That's true.
That would be more entertaining.
In a cage.
Have fucking Donald Trump come out and wrestle fucking Joe Biden.
That'll be nice. The two old guys going at each other. That'll be great.
Yeah.
Man.
But one's having a fucking mental breakdown because he's on the Epstein list, and the other one's so fucking still asleep. He doesn't even realize the Epstein list is going to be released.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man. So, you know how they released their list, right? And we got to react to the, we got to just, I mean, God.
I'm waiting because as we go through this, I just know Brandon's going to appear in the chat. And I hope it's when we get to one that I just totally fucking disagree with. And it's because he's better ranked than a Steeler player.
Let's start with 100 to 91, right? All right, let's go over here. Let's start with 191. We have at 100 Ladd McConkey, a rookie. I mean, I'm okay with that. Leonard Williams, Aaron Jones, Drake London, Levante David, Josh Sweat, Sam Laporta, Creed Humphrey, Jesse Bates, Tua Tagovailoa. They actually given,
Tua shouldn't even be on the list. If this was a top 100 guy who may die on the field, he'd be number one.
But when we get to your guy, I think Tua has more of a better resume than the guy that should not even be on the top 200.
Oh yeah, he does.
This is ridiculous, right? Let's go to the hold on a second. Let's go to the now we go to the follow-up, which is hold on a second. Let's go here to the next list, right? Because they have to say so now it's 90 to 81. Zach Allen, James Cook, Andrew Van Ginkel. Can you believe Andrew Van Ginkel made the list too? I mean, he's a good player, but Quentin Williams, Christian Gonzalez. He's been hurt, but the boy is nasty. Larry, veteran. I think he deserves to be on there. One of the best linemen. He hasn't retired, right? No, not yet. That was Laramie Tunsil. He's still up. He's still playing.
Yeah, he's still playing unless he's hitting the gas mask again.
Yep, your boy Cam Hayward at 83.
Bull fucking shit.
And and this is when you got to go ape shit when we go to the next one. Jerry Jeudy. All right, yeah, Jerry Jeudy. No,
shouldn't even be on the list.
No, he had one good season. Trent Duffy.
Shouldn't even be on the list.
Nope. Let's go to here we go.
Who does this fucking list? If they're asking the players to fucking vote on this, you need to check them all for CTE.
Here we go. Ready? You got Dak at 79. I think Dak deserves. I think that's really he's not the best quarterback in the league. There's other players better than him.
No, but should he be on the top 100 list? Yeah.
Yeah, he should. Khalil
over who we're about to hit.
Exactly. Khalil Mack at 78 is also kind of a little bit disgraceful.
Yeah, that should be that. I would put Khalil Mack, honestly, I would put him in the top 30.
Yeah. Sam Darnold should not be on the fucking list.
Well, because he had a great year in Minnesota.
1 year, man. Christian McCaffrey is 73. I know he didn't play last year, but this guy should not be at 73. I get it. He's injured, but his career numbers, and this may be his last season. Dude, come on, man. He's definitely top 50. All right, even better.
Yeah.
So here, again, Christian McCaffrey is sacrilegious. Sam Darnold here should not be there. Your boy, Cam Hayward, again, it's crazy. Dak should be even lower. He should be 100. Maybe Dak should be lower. Hate him or love him, stat padding, whatever the case may be, but he should be better. Now, the last one they released earlier today, and I don't think there's any more. Let me refresh the feed just to make sure that nothing else has come up. You know what I'm saying, dude? I like to refresh the. We have the nope. We have the. Let me go back here because let's start talking about each individual player now and all that bullshit. We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's go back here to. Gosh, man, they post a lot of shit. Hold on a second.
Just fucking disgraceful.
It is kind of disgraceful. Then they go.
83. That fucking guy's playing better at 30 fucking something years old.
Yep. Look at this. 70 to 61, Jim. Malik Neighbors, look, I don't think he should be in the top 100. He proved himself as a rookie last year. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. But again, another rookie, give him another year. Trey McBride, same thing. But Bo Nix, how is Bo Nix at 64, dude?
Nope. No.
Even Brian Thomas Jr. I know he had a hell of a year. Should not be at 61 either if he's going to break the top 100.
No. Fuck
dude.
No. Dude. Bo Nix at 64. Cam Hayward at 83. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Who fucking made this fucking cocksucking list? Who?
Dude, Dak at the 79. This guy's a 64.
This list is as bad as the Epstein list. Come on.
That's true.
Come on. Jesus Christ. Bo Nix. Okay, yeah, okay. Not discrediting his great rookie year, but I don't think rookies should be on this list till they're at least their third year in.
Let's say look, their case with like the Justin Jeffersons of the world, Jamar Chases, 2 years. Honestly, they're a top 100 players. Yeah. But after 1 year, look, even Malik Neighbors should not be there, and I love Malik Neighbors. Right, that's the only hope I have next year. I'm drafting that guy first with my 10th pick. I have, even what you want to call it, the other rookie, Brian Thomas Jr. That guy should not be in the list as well either. I mean, there's a lot of rookies here. Trey McBride, none of those guys should be in the damn list. Not a single rookie should be in that list, bro. I mean, if they're going to rank Jaden Daniel like really, really low. Jaden Daniel probably should. Again, I don't agree with a rookie quarterback or a rookie player unless that guy broke a record. He caught the most yards, right? Yeah. The most touchdowns in the season. Or rush for the most yards in season ever, whatever the case may be. Maybe you throw him in the 100, but after 1 year, it is disgraceful. And it makes me think, Jim, that the NFL has become just like the mainstream ESPN, Fox Sports. They just care about creating clout and trolling, right? I think that's what it is.
That's even Garrett and Jalen did an episode, I think last Saturday.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, they did it live and they did the top 10 quarterback list. Mm-hmm. And Jaden Daniels is 5 on it. Now, Jaden Daniels had a great year. He helped turn that franchise around.
Absolutely.
But you also had an offensive genius in Cliff Kingsbury that helped you. You had weapons to help you. they also overachieved. But to say he's a top 10 quarterback after 1 year when he's above a Matt Stafford, Jared Goff, these guys that have been here, that have had more than just a cup of coffee, and he's above them. What are we do? You gotta take whoever's making these lists, man, need to be taken out the back of the shed and 2 in the back of the head like a fucking bowling ball, because you guys are just doing shit to piss me the fuck off.
To prove your point even more, the reason why you wait more than 1 year before you put him in here, CJ Stroud had one of the best rookie seasons ever. As good as Jalen. What happened in sophomore season? Struggled.
Yeah.
Struggled. Absolutely struggled. Love Jaden Daniels. Love Bo Nix. Shout out to McCormick. Neighbors is a stud, McCormick. He loves Neighbors, man. Thank you for the he's the one who sent me the jersey. I got my shit. Bobo is gonna prove his place this year. Yes, he is gonna prove himself this year. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And he goes to take them all to the woodshed.
Yeah. I mean, CJ Stroud, everybody he's a top 5 quarterback. And then he has a shitty year. And now look, so now what happens? And you don't want to see it happen, but now what happens if Jaden Daniels suffers the same fate?
Yeah. Sophomore jinx is real.
You're already going into the season so far, even though it's training camp, you're going in there without Terry McLaurin playing yet.
Putting Bo Nix in that list is like putting Daniel Jones in that list after he won a playoff game against the whatchamacallit, the Vikings a couple of years ago.
Not only, and the issue with the list is that you're putting this kid above people that have been here for a minute. Like, you're putting him over Quinnen Williams?
Yeah.
No. You're putting him over what, like a Dexter Lawrence? No.
Dude, Khalil Mack. Fucking Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack's been here for a minute, and he's played at the same level, minus the injuries, everywhere he's been.
Khalil Mack. This man at one point was a top linebacker, and he was the highest paid. All right. So, I'm sorry, man. This is, again, they've become a trolling publication organization, bro. It's all about what they put out there. It's about the clicks, man. It's about the clicks in the comments. That's why this was new world of sports media and sports is heading to, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, they better smarten the fuck up.
Oh, man, these dumbasses.
Because people like me are going to come for the fucking jugular.
Yep. You know what? This is, again, they haven't released another yet today. So let me see here. Let me make sure that I have.
You even put Bo Nix over Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that because he's with the Steelers now, but in general, you're putting him over Jalen Ramsey?
Yep.
That's like putting him over fucking Ray Lewis if he was still playing. That's like putting Bo Nix over Lamar Jackson. That's like saying Bo Nix is better than Josh Allen.
Yep.
Like, what are we doing? Like, what the what?
Oh, man.
I don't get it.
Let's move on to the next topic. I know I need to get you riled up, man.
Bullshit. I mean, fuck Bo Nix. Fuck Denver. Fuck them. Fuck them and fuck that list. Fucking assholes.
No worries, McCormick. You're good, buddy. You're good. All right, let me see what I got for you. Let's go. I got a couple of other things here. Let me see what I got here, man, before we move on. I got some funny shit here also to share. But here, let me make you laugh. You sent me this the other day, but I got a better angle. Let me show you this. You sent me this the other day. Hold on, I got to share this. But I got a better angle because it's hilarious. Do you see my screen there with the with the Browns helmet? Ready? Hey, there we go. Look at the camera. Look. Not even their social media can get it together, my friend. Oh shit.
That's just Cleveland doing Cleveland things. Can't even fucking unveil a helmet correctly.
That's what Cleveland does, bro. That's what Cleveland does, man.
You picked the worst spot to unveil a fucking helmet in the middle of the fucking water. And now, how are you a photographer and not know your fucking surroundings?
Yeah, dude.
How? You're an idiot. What was the guy blind?
There he goes again. There he goes. Oh, shit.
Yeah, look at me. I'm in the water. I'm in the Broad River water with Cleveland.
Yeah, you know that fucking river is probably full of shit, right? You know, it's like probably like, you know, that's where all the shit goes.
It's fucking full of fucking Deshaun Watson massage towels.
It's true.
And Justin Tucker's, too. I had to, Brandon. Sorry.
He says, all I have to say is good luck in scoring on me and Jim Steelers this year. Sawyer and Watt both end of the line. We might not be able to score TDs, but Boswell can win for us with just kicks. He's not wrong.
They're going to wind up extending Boswell again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They got to put up touchdowns this year. You can't rely on Boswell's leg because you know what happens when you rely on your kicker. Eventually, that leg gives out.
Yep, it happened last year to Dallas too. So,
yeah.
Hey, your boy Aaron Rodgers was again pulling one of his. I mean, I can't see.
Following is a production of Locked Up Sports.
Oh, wait a minute. Probably have somewhere. What a second. Hold on a second. I think I have some bad feedback. Do you see there the little kid with the football?
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Everybody, this is Don LeGrand back from the Michael K. Show. When it comes to talking,
hold on, dude.
sports,
I got some shit back here. That's I got to let go. It's sometimes when you.
It isn't blind, no.
It isn't blind.
Don't leave me drowning in the river. I don't know if I can swim.
This would have been a perfect song to play for the Cleveland Browns reporter.
Head underwater. I don't want to live like that.
Look, did you see that? Let me go back. The kid's out there. Hey, man.
Head underwater. I don't want to live
He looks at the kid.
like that.
And then he steps back. Fuck you.
I spend
Bring as well. Look at your face.
You're picking the wrong fan base to piss off.
Yeah.
You just because you know there's gonna be a Steeler fan that comes out and says, "I didn't want him. He's a dick." We all know that.
Yeah. First of all, everybody knows that. I mean, at this point, dude. Yeah. You guys said, listen, man, we gotta go all in. You know what I'm saying? This is the last year. All right, let's go. Look at this guy, bro. Yo, this is crazy, bro. The Denver Broncos first round rookie cornerback Jahdae Barron showing off his athleticism. This kid is like some parkour shit, dude. Look at this guy. Look at this fucking guy, bro. Look at this. I mean, first I thought it was like a real parkour, like, you know, one of those dudes that does this shit for a living. That's amazing. Look at this guy. I mean,
rookie deal voided.
I mean, right now they're like, shit, man. This guy's either going to be different interceptions and tackles, or
none of that's going to help him in a game.
No.
None of that. What's he doing? Auditioning for a new fucking Spider-Man movie?
He's auditioning for whatchamacallit, for what's it called, Ninja Warrior?
Fucking Ninja Warrior.
Oh man. McCormick in the chat he's saying, "Fuck the cow bitches. Everyone is ready for the for the wide receiver drama in Dallas this year." That's
it'll start soon enough.
Mm-hmm.
It'll start soon enough. It will.
Just like Brandon said, I'm looking forward to the top 10. I want to see what kind of bullshit they put in the top 10. You know they're gonna fuck that up too.
Oh, without a doubt, because I'm curious to who they make number one.
Yep.
I'm curious because you already know. In the top 10, it's going to be Mahomes, it's going to be Lamar, it's going to be Josh Allen, it's going to be T.J. Watt, it's going to be Myles Garrett. So right there is 5. Where you placed them, who knows?
That's true.
Goff will probably be in there. Not Stafford will probably be in the top 15. But other than that, who really knows?
It's true. It's true.
You can't take these lists seriously. That's like when PFF does their fucking stat bullshit.
Oh, PFF is the worst, man.
Like the whole thing. I got somebody messages me. Of course, has to be a Browns fan. He brings up the PFF list from an episode I discussed a fucking year ago.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, well, Myles Garrett's better than TJ because of a rush win rate." I'm like, "Okay, you want to use this stat, but here's the thing. Okay, so he's got a better rush win rate, but TJ Watt is better because he's got more sacks out of that stat. So again, Myles Garrett is second to TJ Watt. Say it's a bias, say it's whatever. I don't give a shit. But it's
he is better.
Just look. I mean, I'm not discrediting Myles Garrett. I mean, you know, Myles Garrett's a freak of fucking nature, but I mean, to say he's better than TJ Watt, no. Just look at the stats. That's all it's got to tell you.
I mean, yeah, Saquon probably be top 10. I mean, he should after the season he had last year and then cumulative numbers. Let me see. Henry.
I would listen if they put Saquon at 1.
Yeah, that's pretty
The
wild.
reason why they would do that is because he came so close to Dickerson's record.
Yeah, but he should not be the top athlete, though.
But I'm telling you, that's some shit that they would do.
I mean, it's depending if they do a quarterback. I mean, you probably got to put Burrow because of all the he won the Triple Crown last year, or Chase.
Burrow will be in the top 10.
Or Chase, of course, is going to be in the top 10.
Jamar,
those guys have record. Yep.
Jamar, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, maybe Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. You know what I mean? All the top 5 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they'll put Kenny Pickett at number 1.
Yeah, no. Hey, your boy Raekwon Smith and Hamilton Humphrey, bro. He said he's going to probably be the top 20.
Top 20? Yeah. Derrick Henry will be in the top 20.
Yep.
Kyle Hamilton, I think, will be in the top 30. Roquan, probably the same thing. Marlon Humphrey, I would probably say top 40.
That's true.
If you're gonna do the list realistically, and not sit there and just fucking do it like spin the bottle and you're playing 7 minutes in fucking heaven with your fucking cousin because this list looks like it was made by a bunch of fucking inbred toothless fucks who drive the same Ford Ranger where your brother's your father, your uncle, and your cousin. You don't know whether to celebrate Father's Day or it's his fucking birthday. You don't fucking know anymore. And just like you don't know the fucking list. And look at this fucking shoot, Colin Cowherd. Right. Yeah. Right. You're another fucking asshole.
Hey, he has inside information of the Browns.
Yeah, I got insider information too. Colin Cowherd is a fucking chooch.
Ready? This is check out his take real quick over here. Let's react to this.
In fact, this is the worst kept secret in the South.
Look.
Haslam, Jimmy, owner of the Browns, huge SEC Tennessee booster, leans heavily on the Manning family. Very close to the Manning family. Yes, that's not make-believe.
Oh, yeah?
Arch Manning.
Really?
Is part of the Manning family.
No shit.
This is where Nick Saban
Oh,
comes
really?
in.
What gave that away?
Manning? Oh, man. Arch Manning is part of the Manning family? No shit. Damn, yo. Got Colin with some inside tracks here, bro. This is some hard-hitting shit.
Christ, broke that mythbuster right there, Colin. Jesus.
It's
the only guy who didn't get fired from FS1.
What is it? The Pulitzer. He's Pulitzer material there, Jimmy.
Yeah, fucking
Saban
Nobel Prize
winner.
Yeah.
Close to not only
yeah, what was it again? Like, go ahead. What was that? That was funny.
Fucking Nobel Prize winning it. Fucking feeding the geese.
Haslam, but Saban's close to the Manning family as well.
No shit.
And so Saban, if he could land, I'm told, a top quarterback like Harbaugh going to the Chargers for Herbert, he would take a phone call for the NFL. And there are two teams guaranteed to be awful this year in the NFL. Cleveland and the Saints.
No shit.
Nick Saban has coached in Cleveland with the Browns under the Belichick staff.
Okay, that was like 50 years ago, dude.
He's not going to Cleveland. No. If Nick Saban comes out of retirement, why the fuck would you go to Cleveland? Why? They're invested in Stefanski. I hate to say it.
Yeah,
they're invested in Stefanski. Stefanski is not a bad coach.
Not a bad coach.
He's just coaching the wrong fucking team.
Absolutely. He's and made a couple of questionable choices, especially one questionable choice, which is the biggest one. Well, two. Getting rid of Baker Mayfield and then bringing on Deshaun Watson.
And then not only that, not drafting fucking Travis Hunter to get fucking Mason fucking Graham cracker fuck.
And they also got Shador.
Yeah, who, by the way, for all you fucking morons
that said he was going to be the man.
Track of OTA stats and training camp stats. Yeah, Shador ain't doing so well right now.
No.
So your fucking OTA stat from fucking like back in June. Oh, Shador had a QBR rating of 156 because he was perfect all day because nobody was covering the fucking receiver. Now he's throwing it to the equipment guy.
He's throwing it. Yeah.
JJ Watt said it
best. This is not a conspiracy.
What did JJ Watt say? Hold on. Go ahead.
He said if you're keeping track of stats and OTAs in training camp, you have a serious fucking problem.
That's true. I mean, it's good to go watch it and see these guys practice, right? Just to get that football feeling.
You can talk about like they put one out on Jalen Milroe. They said the only thing stated, which is fine, he had a near perfect day at training camp today. And they left it at that. Now, like, oh, he went 10 for 10 for 13 and 135 yards and 2 TDs and no interceptions. What are we doing?
I don't buy a lot of stock into that, because then you got guys like Caleb Willie. I mean, he had like 5 interceptions today, and then you got JJ McCarthy, who threw for I don't know how many touchdowns, but also turns the ball over like 3 times. Dude, that doesn't mean anything.
Jalen Hurts, who had a bad first day of training camp, and all of a sudden everybody's fucking in an uproar. Oh, this guy can't be the quarterback anymore.
They're going in there and they're rusty, and they're like, dude, I'm over here trying to get my mechanics straight, right? I could give a shit, if I freaking, they're working on freaking like throws and stuff like that, mechanics that they would not do in a game, you know what I mean, just to get themselves loose.
You hear about this too? And I will give Kevin O'Connell all the credit in the world for doing this. He built a culture in Minnesota. So one of their rookie draft picks criticized JJ McCarthy at training camp and suspended him. He goes, this is not the culture he goes, this is not the culture we're going to have here. And as not a Minnesota Viking fan, I stand with that.
Me too. KOC's a good coach. I mean, he's a good coach. He's a quarterback whisperer. You know what I mean? He's a great coach, and is a guy that you want to have heading your team. You know what I'm saying, dude? So, all right, let me keep hit play here again.
Haslam's circle of trust, according to an article in The Athletic last year, is the Manning family and Jimmy Sexton.
What?
And Bill Parcells. Sexton is Nick Saban's agent. So the Mannings are royalty in New Orleans. The Children's Hospital in New Orleans is called the Mannings Children's Hospital.
Uh-huh.
Oh, really?
And the Mannings are royalty to Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam also loves headlines. That's why he pushed to draft Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield. They were the most talked about quarterbacks. It's why he signed a ridiculous guaranteed contract for Deshaun Watson. It would get discussed. So this is not a conspiracy theory. Okay? The circle of trust for Jimmy Haslam is the Manning family and Jimmy Sexton. Saban's, Manning, Haslam, South. That's why I've said. And there's two teams in this league that are going to be bad. The Saints are going to be bad, and the Browns are going to be bad. Now, that doesn't mean Saban, if he doesn't take the job, it's all lost for Cleveland. Kevin Stefanski, Andrew Berry, the GM, more than capable.
But
this story is a poorly kept secret. The Mannings, Haslam, Jimmy Sexton, Nick Saban. That's why I ran with that thing last week. Lane Kiffin talked about it. Greg McElroy. Saban's not going to college. He would take a call.
Get the hell out of here.
Not for nothing.
The Browns.
This guy obviously didn't read what was put out like a month or two ago, where it was stated Archie Manning would probably not come out in the 26 draft, and it would probably be the 27 draft. So you mean to tell me Cleveland's going to suck for 2 years to eventually get Archie Manning, and that's going to fix all their problems? No, that's not going to fix all your problems. The Saints, that ain't going to fix your fucking problem either. You're not going to wait 2 years for Archie Manning because his last name's Manning. You think he's going to do what Peyton did and what Eli did? You don't know that yet. You don't know if that's what if he's going to be on that level. And if he's not, then guess what? If you're the Saints or the Browns, you set yourself back another 5 years. At the same position, you've already set yourself back by signing a rapist.
Yep.
So what is he talking about? And Saban's not going to go to a team that is not a contender.
He's not going to the NFL,
Saban is like Belichick. They're known for winning.
He's
Why would they go to piss poor poverty? That's like, you know what that's like? Nick Saban going to Cleveland is like Adam Sandler being married to Selma Hayek in every fucking movie. It makes no sense.
Yeah, why would that guy have that chick?
Like what? That's like being a 400-pound overweight fat fuck, but you're dating a 20-year-old OnlyFans model because you hit Mega Millions. The fuck out of here. Fucking Colin Cowherd. You know what? Every show on FS1 should have been fucking canceled, and this one too. Fuck him.
Everybody does want Arch Manning. There's no doubt about it. He's like, it's a Manning. It's a Manning. He's right there. And I don't know if Cowherd reached out to Saban and he put that out there. I think this is more of a just let's get the point out there. I know there's been some rumors of this happening. But to me, let me see. Let me put up See, boy Brandon also here says this makes much sense as Pete Carroll going to the Raiders. Put it this way. I think that if Arch Manning is going to end up on an NFL team, it's going to be on the worst team, and it's probably not going to be the Browns. It's going to be the Saints, because the only thing that made sense there is the ties of the Mannings in New Orleans. Archie playing there. They've invested a lot of money in the city. I think it's going to be a win-win. This kid is going to be royalty there. And it's how bad, because let me tell you something what's going to happen. The Saints are going to be so bad this year, right? Because no quarterback. I mean, they got 3 guys that don't make one. You know, they're like the Browns right now, and they're gonna be horrible. And I know they're gonna tank on purpose. Yeah. Right? They gotta tank on purpose. They should.
Picking the wrong year to do it.
Exactly. But they have to do it anyway. I mean, I would tank. Tank is a way to go if you don't have a great team. But Arch Manning makes much sense to the Saints, not the Browns. I don't. You know, the whole Haslam and royalty and the Mannings. Listen, man, everybody can be friends. But at the end of the day, dude, if you don't want your kid in a team or a market that's not going to benefit his long term, that's the reason why they didn't want Eli in LA. I mean, in San Diego at that time, and that's a big market. You know what I'm saying? And they chose the Giants.
Not only that, who's to say that doesn't happen with?
It's going to happen
Archie
with Arch.
when he comes out. What happens
with
if New Orleans doesn't have the number 1 pick, and let's say it's Cleveland?
It's going to happen with Arch.
And all of a sudden he comes out and goes, well, I don't want to play in Cleveland.
No,
it's going to be Eli all over again.
He's going whatever the hell the Mannings, all right, his dad, Cooper, and the brothers and the sister, and the 2 brothers, right, and Peyton and Eli are going to say.
I don't even think Cooper would have an impact in the decision. It's more of the two brothers
and
who are the most successful in the fucking league, and the grandfather,
who
was mildly successful. Their 3 opinions would matter way more than fucking Cooper Manning's.
Cooper's just going to do whatever the hell the brothers said. Remember,
Cooper's just going to sit there back. All right, Peyton. All right, Eli. All right, Dad. Where do you think my son should play? And they're going to say, oh, you should play in New Orleans.
You guys know exactly what the hell you're doing, man. You made me some money because you've actually get me a job at one of the networks. You know, Cooper comes out on Sundays, has like a little segment.
Saints, Giants, Colts could get the. I don't think the Colts would get the number 1 pick.
I think they're even with they're not going to stink as bad as the Giants or the Saints.
Yeah, the Giants wouldn't even get the number 1 pick because
we're going to win 5 games
between Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. You're going to win at least 5 games.
Yeah, we got at least 4 or 5 games in us, I think. And that defense, that front line.
The Colts, whether it's AR Nap 15 or it's Danny stumbles for loose change at quarterback, they're going to win at least 5 games.
I think they could win more because if you think about it, they have a good defense, right? They got really good wide receivers. They got Jonathan Taylor is still young. You know what I'm saying? Dude is still in his prime, right? If he doesn't get hurt. So there's more, you know, there's more there for them to win more games than the Saints. The Saints are going to shit the bed so bad. They're going to be so bad. The Saints, it's going to be the Saints and the Browns. No doubt about it. But it's going to be the Saints. Going to be the worst.
The Saints quarterback situation this year it's going to be like a revolving door.
It's tailor-made.
Spencer Rattler shits the bed the first 3 quarters. All right, let's put this guy in. And then that guy's going to start week 2. It's just going to keep going around and around.
Tyler Sal's going to get into
start at some point, multiple games.
Absolutely. It's just like last year. So,
I mean, it really, and to even say, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but to even say that Cleveland is going to be that bad, I mean,
the defenses might get them in a few games in there. I think
that's the thing that'll keep them. That's the thing that'll keep a lot of games close when you play Cleveland. They'll win at least 4.
And Joe Flacco is good for 4 games, no doubt about it, bro. You know what I mean?
Because if Flacco gets hurt, you have no faith in Kenny Pickett if you're a Browns fan. Let's be realistic.
Small hands.
You have no faith in Dylan Gabriel, and Shador is the biggest fucking question mark in the fucking locker room.
Shador is not seeing the field this year, dude.
So,
unless it's practice,
it comes down to the Saints, and maybe there's a team that we're not thinking about that may say, "Hey, fuck it, let's just tank because, hey, if we can get a generational talent in Arch Manning, let's fucking do it." Like there were people, like I think it was Cowherd who said a few days ago that it could be the Rams that tank for him because Stafford's at the end.
The Rams are too loaded, though.
About it, you know, you have Jimmy Garoppolo there as the backup. Dude. He's pretty much done.
But
What do you
Stafford
have after that?
Stafford healthy at a 70%. Look what he did last year. All right, they got really close to beating the Eagles right in that playoff game. They slapped around the Giants. The thing is that their defense, their running game, and then with Puka there, and you know what? That's true. Panthers, if Bryce Young doesn't do what he's supposed to do,
but you see,
but
Bryce Young, Bryce Young is also improved because now
he finished good last year.
Because I think Canellis now realizes what offense you need to put around Bryce Young.
Yep, and he drafted that wide receiver who's nasty, right? They know what kind of running game to put there. He finished really. He was like one of the top quarterbacks in the last 2 or 3 weeks. You know what I mean?
And the guy who doesn't get enough credit for that, to be honest, is Andy Dalton.
Yeah.
Yet people don't want to give him the credit due for that. But I think probably because you don't hear a lot about it, because Andy Dalton probably don't want it out there, because he's not going to go out there and be like, oh, well, I mentored him because he needs that pat on the back like Aaron Rodgers. But I don't think it would be the Panthers. It's not going to be the Jaguars. They have too much invested in Trevor Lawrence that now you have Brian Thomas Jr. You're going to line him up opposite Travis Hunter when he's on offense. You have it. If Jacksonville has improved, so I don't think it's going to be them.
Nope.
It's you have a new regime there now. You don't have a coach who's trying to replicate the 17 Eagles and Doug Peterson. So I don't think it's the Jaguars either. Could it be?
No, I'm not. I'm telling you, it's probably the Panthers are probably the best case scenario.
There's probably not going to be a lot of teams that are going to really be in the running because
it's going to be a lot of teams winning
because they're solidified at quarterback as it is. Could you maybe make a case for Arizona if they're tied to Kyler Murray's shit? Maybe. And it's funny as I say that as his comment appears.
They still have a really good team though, man. With Kyler, Trey McBride is fucking nasty. You know what I'm saying, dude?
But I think even with Kyler Murray, you didn't put enough weapons around him to start his career. Plus his injury.
Dude, Harrison is nasty too. Year 2, I think he's gonna be much better.
And he put on
mad muscle, dude.
10 to 20 pounds in muscle.
Because he knew that his speed last year he started hot, right? You know what I mean? And then towards the end of the year, like he was running out of gas and he was getting manhandled. You know what I mean, dude? So the dude is nasty. He is nasty.
Arizona has a good run game with Connor and everybody else behind him.
A great tight end. They got some good wide receivers and gadget ways. I mean, and Harrison is gonna be that dude. You know what I mean, dude? Just like Malik Neighbors. Malik is a stud because he was bigger. You know what I mean, dude? And Malik was in the worst offense, but man, Malik can get fucking 20 freaking catches a game for like 5 yards if he needs to. That guy doesn't go down. So they are. I think there's a lot of teams. So you got 2 really bad teams that are probably going to win 2 games, and then you got a bunch of teams that are going to win 4 to 5.
What nobody's even thinking about, and it just popped in my head, is anybody not realizing maybe there's a reason why he's not coming out in 26?
I heard both.
Maybe there's a reason. Maybe because
I heard it's coming out.
Maybe because he knows if Cleveland does shit the bed, they're gonna try to draft him, and he ain't gonna want to go there.
I heard that he is gonna. It all depends on what he does, but I think he is going to come out next year. I think he's gonna come out this year.
I don't know. I mean, if Texas goes out and wins the national title, all right, then come out, because what more do you have to prove now?
Yeah.
Like if they win it all next year, well, this season coming up, okay, then come out in the draft.
I think they don't want to hurt his.
And you better hope that because it ain't gonna be Cleveland. Also, if it's
gonna be the Saints, bro. He's got to go back to New Orleans. It just makes the most sense for his brand.
It doesn't make sense him going to the Bills, because the Bills are going to win the AFC East.
No, those teams got quarterbacks already.
If you really wanted to do this, if he doesn't come out this year, and he comes out in 27, you know who you could really make a case for? The Jets. Because you only have Justin Fields for 2 years.
And the poor guy already busted a toe.
Yeah, but he's back playing. So they made it like he got fucking shot.
He got carted out, bro.
Yeah, got carted out for a dislocated toe.
Yeah.
I've been walking around with a crack in my ass for 43 years. I ain't getting carted off.
That's true. Oh man, no, that's again, Colin doing his thing.
I just think if going into year 2 with Aaron Glenn, if the Jets say, hey, Justin Fields ain't going to be the future for whatever reason, they may tank and go and get Archie Manning. And that, I don't think the Mannings would be opposed to that, because think about how much money he could make playing on the Jets because of all the advertisement money he can make, and just playing in the New York, well, even though they're in Jersey, but being in the rural New York area, you're going to make a boatload of money. I mean, you're going to get fucked in taxes, but whatever. But you're going to make up for that by doing endorsement deals and whatever else. So you're not going to get that playing in Cleveland. We think Nike's going to sign you because you're playing with the fucking Browns?
Most likely not.
So.
I mean, Baker did make a lot of money his first year, though, from advertisements. But he had a good team. I think that's I don't think they would be opposed to either. The Jets have shown they aren't afraid to spend money. They will need to spend money right away. That's a good point.
Well, I think now that you have this new regime with the Jets, I think now, well, then again, when the owner's grandson is telling you who to fucking trade based on Madden ratings, otherwise you would have had Jerry Jeudy if you're a Jets fan, but you can thank fucking whatever the hell his grandson or his nephew's fucking name is, that little shit. If I owned the team and I left it up to my fucking grandson to leave it off a Madden fucking rating, what are you kidding me? I don't give a shit. I mean, that would be a nasty pairing if you had Garrett Wilson with Jerry Jeudy.
That's true.
Jerry Jeudy is going to wind up being Odell Beckham Jr. His career in Cleveland is going to fucking die. Now, and I can say that because I fucking hate Cleveland.
He had a really good season last year, but he had a quarterback, a few quarterbacks, and when they went from Flacco threw the ball deep. Jerry Jeudy's that type of guy, and then Jameis Winston, same thing. We're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a problem this year. After Flacco, they don't have anybody else that be able to put in there and let it fucking rip.
Because you're not gonna. Because again, you better hope Flacco pays. If you're a Browns fan, you better hope Flacco can fucking play a whole year, because
he can't, dude.
Because if he doesn't,
that's gonna be impossible.
You're gonna rely on Kenny Pickett. That kid's whole development has been fucked.
His tiny hands, bro.
It doesn't even matter about hand size. It doesn't even matter about the height of the quarterback either. It's just his development's been fucked. And I'll say it. Pittsburgh fucked up his development. I'll say it. I said it. I'm sure Brandon's going through a fucking bottle of Jergens right now. I said it. They could have developed him properly. Now, I get part of it is Kenny Pickett's fucking ego. I don't want to learn under Russell Wilson. But you should have. Like, would he? I always think about this. Would Kenny Pickett have said that if Ben was still there? Like, if Ben was still the quarterback and they drafted Pickett, would he say, I don't want to learn under Ben? Like,
now that you mentioned Ben, you're the heir apparent. They asked your boy Aaron, your new quarterback, Raj, about how does it feel playing, getting this experience under head coach Mike Tomlin. This is what he said.
Said, the number one reason you're here because of Mike. I talked to Mike earlier. What was he saying on these conversations to get you to say, I'm in, another offense, another team, all of this work? What was he saying? What was the message that was so strong?
It was honestly more about what he wasn't saying. At no point during the conversations, which were weekly at least, did I ever feel like I was talking to a coach who needed something from me. I need you to give me this. Give me that. Give me an answer. It was like you're talking to an old friend. And I just, at my age, in my experience, I just really appreciated that. I respected, how he talked to me, a conversation, getting to know him, and hearing about his schedule and who's important in his life, and him asking me, and him remembering important things about my life too. It really made an impression on me. I never once felt like I was talking to a coach who might have been talking to me, small talk, but was really wanting to be like, hey, when are you coming in? When are you coming in?
Yes.
So I just appreciated that. It was like talking to an old friend, and hearing him in the team meetings, it's been really cool.
Jim, red flags all over the fucking place. When a player says that I was talking to a friend and that's his head coach, this is going to be a
we
lot
got
of
to delete
clashes.
that comment. That was never said.
Oh, it was a
No, I can admit it. If Kenny Pickett was developed correctly,
Was he in the first
could
round?
have been a top quarterback in the AFC, but he wasn't. Part of that's on Pittsburgh. Part of that's on Kenny Pickett. Hey, I can admit it. Got it wrong. It is what it is. I ain't gonna be these other fucking Steeler jerk off fans that go, "Oh, well, Kenny Pickett could still be the best cornerback in the league." No, because he's not gonna be because he fucked himself.
Come on, guy.
When you have the chance, and this isn't any line of work, whatever it is, if you have a chance to learn from somebody who's been doing it longer than you, you take advantage of it and you absorb everything like you're a fucking sponge on your counter.
Yep.
You fucking absorb that shit. And Kenny Pickett could have did that with Russell Wilson. But he chose not to do that. So Kenny Pickett shot himself in his dick.
Mm-hmm.
A la Plaxico Burress. Okay.
But Plaxico got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Kenny Pickett got a Super Bowl too.
Well,
but he metaphorically shot himself.
Yeah.
Plaxico Burress cheddar bombed himself.
Yeah, he did cheddar bomb himself before the move.
Who was I talking to about that the other day? And somebody goes, "Who the fuck wears sweatpants to a club?" I go, "I don't know, man. Who the fuck brings a club?" Whatever.
He's carrying a gun.
You don't need a gun if you fucking got security with you.
Back in the day, bro, the baggy sweatpants. Now you can't because there are all those joggers and shit. You know what I mean? And they're like, but back in the day, you got the swag, the baggy sweatpants. Put your piece up in there, dog. You know what I mean? Get your Glock and be like, yo,
man.
But this right here, a little bit of red flags to me. I know he's a veteran quarterback, and you kind of don't need to treat him like a rookie. But I just like the Jets last year, dude. I hope. Look, I see this happening. I think Aaron Rodgers might be the death of Tomlin, dude.
If they don't win, and I'm not saying they got to win at all, they just got to win a fucking playoff game.
Exactly. So if they don't,
that would be the thing that saves Tomlin again. Because if they don't win a playoff game with Aaron Rodgers, if you're the Roonies and you're Omar Khan, you got to come up with a whole new fucking scheme now and a new coaching staff and just everything. You got to take out the old and bring in the new, because this rinse repeat bullshit, it ain't fucking. And Brandon will be the first to tell you how.
And they're doing it again this year. They're doing it again this year by getting Aaron, right? You know what I mean? That's why I guess Mike Tomlin is desperate. Because the way he made it sound is like, he could keep in touch with them every week. They kept talking. Hey, listen, I'm not going to mess with you, blah, 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 blah. But,
No, that's great. Great. That's great. Keep in touch with yourselves. That's fucking great. How about this? Let's win a fucking playoff game. I don't need a huge fucking build-up to a hideous fucking jersey, which, by the way, that fucking alternate jersey, oh, my God. That jersey reminded me of my drinking days of drinking Mad Dog 2020 and 2020 Special Brews, and then fucking vomiting in a bush in Queens somewhere.
Crazy horse. All right, what's bro? Talk about
Steel Reserve.
Steel Reserve, bro.
Valentine's 40.
Valentine's, bro. Valentine's ale, bro.
I tell people all the time, don't let the fucking skin color fool you. I drank Colt 45. I drank Valentine's, OD 40, St. Ides.
Hey,
shit, I'm more hood than some hood people.
Hey, 40s have no colors, bro. They just have prices. And the cheaper the were, that's what we always used to buy because we got no money back then.
Colt 45 22 ounce for 99 cents.
Yeah,
and that was the only thing the Arab at the gas station was going to sell you. You forced yourself to fucking acquire a taste of that shit.
Shit, I grew up in Brooklyn, man. The bodega owner knew me, bro. You know what I mean, dude? They didn't ask for my ID, man. Shit, man.
We used to play wiffle ball in front of one of my old friends' houses, and there was a gas station at the fucking corner of the block that we lived on. And I walked in there. I'm 17, 18, 19 years old. I walked in. The guy knew me forever. Yeah. I walk in. I grab 2 fucking 18 packs of Budweiser, slap them on the counter, go back and play wiffle ball. Hell, I had a tab at that gas station.
Yeah. But we did have a tab of the corner bodega. My old man would pay it all the time.
Yeah.
Shit, those guys fucking deliver shit to our house. But yeah, red flags over here. I think this may be the death of whatchamacallit, of Tomlin. I think this might be his last year. I'm not a fan of when I hear a player talk this way, make it sound nice.
The other red flag with all this is the Steeler fan that thinks, Aaron Rodgers is the key to winning a Super Bowl. You're now thinking the way Jets fans thought
2
when
years
you
ago.
brought in Aaron Rodgers, and what happened? Your hopes and dreams got fucking broken.
Mm-hmm.
And I hate to say it, it's not going to work with Aaron Rodgers either.
No.
Because everybody's going to expect him to play at the level Ben did at 38, 39 years old, or whatever, his last year, however old he was, and they're going to expect that out of Aaron Rodgers. But they're going to expect more. Aaron Rodgers at 41 is not Aaron Rodgers at 25 playing in Green Bay. And if history tells you anything, everybody puts Aaron Rodgers on this pedestal. How much did he really win in Green Bay? He's got one Super Bowl out of all those years with all those great Packers teams.
Yeah, he made the division the conference final a couple of times, and then they got their asses kicked
and choked away every time to the 49ers. Never beat the 49ers.
Yep.
What happens if hypothetically, let's just say, keyword hypothetical, what happens if the 49ers and the Steelers somehow make it to the Super Bowl? He's going to choke that away because he can't beat San Francisco.
B. McCormick says he was a high life man. Yeah,
Miller High Life, the champagne of beers.
The champagne of beers. That's right. Oh man, he's he believes that the O-line is way more. It's better than the Jets, but however, I don't think it's.
I mean, you can move Broderick Jones back to his old position, and he's still having problems there too. So
you could have a good O-line, but Father Time is Father Time, and you saw the on a full season last year. You saw it. You saw it with Rodgers.
You could have a great O-line. But this is the other problem. Nobody's discussing the other issues. You can have the best O-line in the league, but when you have DK Metcalf and question marks at wide receiver after him, what the fuck? Nobody wants to discuss that. Like, okay, yeah, great. We traded for Jalen Ramsey. Yeah, we brought in Darius Slay. Okay, yeah, we brought in these guys. Great. We got older in the secondary. Wonderful, great. We bring in Chuck Clark. Wonderful, great. Could have had Justin Simmons, but whatever. But we still don't have a legitimate number two. You're telling me it's going to be Calvin Austin? You tell me it's going to be Ben Skoranek? You tell me it's going to be fucking Scotty Miller, who had one good year because of fucking Tom Brady? No. You need a legitimate number two. You had that with Pickens. Aaron Rodgers was part of that fucking fiasco. I don't give a shit what anybody fucking says. He said he couldn't handle the immaturity of Pickens. Well, if you couldn't handle it, then you should have mentored him to be fucking mature. But that's just my opinion on it. Whatever.
The offensive scheme, to Brandon's point, I don't know if it's going to benefit because it's Arthur Smith, and I haven't seen anything that would blow my socks off.
Well, let's put it this way. Arthur Smith was the OC last year.
Exactly.
Did it benefit Russell Wilson? No. Did it benefit fucking Justin Fields? No. So is it gonna? The only way it benefits Aaron Rodgers is if what I read is accurate, and they're gonna let Aaron Rodgers
he's gonna do his thing.
The offense from the line. If you let him play the way Ben did it, then okay.
No, it is.
Then they got a shot. But if you're gonna sit there and say no, whatever play we call, that's the play, and we're gonna run the same play 65 fucking times, then it's going to be the same ending to the story it was last year and the year before that and the year before that and the year before that. And this is the problem with Steeler fans, that they don't want to hear what I'm fucking saying. They don't want to hear it because they don't want to hear the truth, because they live in fucking Willy Wonka land and they believe in fucking Oompa Loompas and chocolate fucking rivers and that the schnozberries taste like fucking schnozberries. Okay? If you're going to be a fan of a team, okay, me and Brandon discussed this a lot, and we've discussed a lot for fucking years. Even when we worked together, okay, which people couldn't believe a Ravens fan could work with a Steelers fan and get along, which is hilarious. But we even had discussions about this then, so he knows how real I get with this. Okay, you can be a fan of a team, and if you're going to talk about said team, you have to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mm-hmm. No matter how much nobody wants to hear the truth, you have to accept it for what it is. That's like Ravens fans. You could praise Lamar Jackson and you could praise what John Harbaugh's doing, but you could talk about the negatives. But when you do that, you're not considered a real fan. So then what makes a real fan of a team then? You only talk about sunshine and rainbows and you don't talk about lightning and thunderstorms? Because if that's the case, then you're not a real fan then. And you don't know shit. So, like my tweet said, we were here to educate the uneducated. Well, we're kind of doing that.
Yep. McCormick goes, Arthur Smith, we're going for a circle, Jim. He goes, fuck Art Smith. And bullshit, we do have the best discussions with football people.
Like, honestly, I think the only way this offense, you know what? Let him grow the porn stash again.
No, honestly, your best case scenario is going to be let him do his shit. And that's it. You know what I mean? Because I don't think Arthur Smith is going to do better.
No,
exactly.
He's not. And the thing that sucks is that you play in the toughest division, and every year, and me and Brandon discussed this through text, I think maybe a week or so ago. Like, we're drafting. Baltimore manages to draft well, and these picks hit. Look at Kyle Hamilton. Look at
Baltimore. Baltimore reared up, dude. They improved.
Every year they just hit on like, If they have 7 picks in the draft, 5 of them hit.
Baltimore got better.
The other two are whatever. Cleveland's going to be whatever. In Cincinnati, that's great. You can have all the offense in the world. Oh, great. You finally signed Shamar Stewart, but your biggest defensive piece is sitting at home.
But it's still a problem when you have you got to have these guys scoring a bunch of points. I mean, you're gonna have to score the same amount of points, and I don't think that offense is gonna do that. You know, and I don't think you'll be able to stop Cleveland from dropping at least 25. I mean, not Cleveland, the Bengals from dropping at least 25. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be bad. McCormick goes, you can hate it all you want, but nobody wants to hear the truth. And that's true. You know what I mean? Bangers, baby.
Like, okay, we bring in Darius Slay. Is he going to be healthy all year? I get why you brought him in. It's to mentor Joey Porter Jr. I get that.
Yeah.
But he can't play a full year either. No. Jalen Ramsey, is he going to stay healthy? Was the risk of letting Minka go worth Jalen Ramsey? We don't know yet.
Said trade away Minka. That was a problem.
Like, I understand from a financial standpoint, Jalen Ramsey, you redo the contract, he's now only a $4.5 million hit against your cap, where Minka at the end of the year would have been a 22. I get that. But, I mean, Tomlin, the Rooney's, Omar Khan and Tomlin got to look around the league. And they have to see, and now you don't have to look around the league. Look in your own division and see how Baltimore is evolving. Look outside the division. Look how Kansas City evolves every year.
Dude,
look at how the Eagles are evolving every year. Look at how
the Chargers are going to be better.
Evolving.
The Chargers are going to be better this year. There's a lot of AFC teams that are going to do that. They're going to have that spot where usually the second playoff spot in that division that you guys have had.
And the saddest truth has already been proven, and Aaron Rodgers has not played an official down with the Steelers yet, is that he cannot compete in the AFC. He was dominant in the NFC, and the reason why he was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFC, because they did not have the top-tier quarterbacks the AFC has. The AFC has better quarterback play from Burrow, from Lamar, from Josh Allen, from Justin Herbert, from C.J. Stroud, from Trevor Lawrence, and down the fucking line. And then you have Aaron Rodgers, who cannot compete in this conference. And I'm afraid he can't even compete in this division.
He's looking at it. He's a third-best quarterback, right?
I hate to say it, but it's like, of course I want my team to go out there and win the Super Bowl.
But you got to be realistic.
Realistically, that's not going to happen. So the best case scenario is you hope they win a playoff game.
Yep.
It's win a playoff game or bust at this point. It's not even Super Bowl or bust. It's just win a fucking playoff game. We haven't won a playoff game since what, 16? Come the fuck on. We haven't won the division in how long? Come on. It's time for a fucking change. Buy all the billboards you want, Kevin Adams. That ain't gonna change shit either, you fucking chooch.
Talking about chooch, man. Trump is at it again. Posts this picture on his own social media of him and J.D. Vance in a cop car chasing Obama in a white Bronco.
You know what? I got him. So for anybody who listened to the last episode I did and how I ended it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make this political. I think
I got a message from somebody who said I am absolutely wrong that Trump is not on the Epstein list and all this other shit. Okay, then why is he acting the way he's acting and doesn't want to release when he was full on board with it? So if you're somebody who's into politics, in May he was told by the Department of Justice he's on the list. Not once, not twice. It's almost like LeBron. We're not going to win it just once, not twice, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, but we're going to win 8. We're going to win 8 chips. You didn't win that. You won 1 or 2. That's about it. Did you see the thing about Don Benigno, whatever his name is, the guy who's like in the FBI?
Don
right?
Bongino.
He said he said this position has changed him. He doesn't understand how we can live in the world that we live in and what goes on. He knows, I'll tell you right now, he would be the guy that would release everything, and then he'd be the guy all of a sudden he's dead. Whatever.
All right. You ready for the next one? We are going to go start our segment. I think one of our favorite segments. I think McCormick is waiting for it. The Down the Rabbit Hole, baby. I got some videos.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you sent me some shit yesterday. It was pretty fucking funny, man. I'm definitely going to play one of those. And I had freaking TikTok open up here, man, and now I fucked up. I got to find it. Let me go ahead and hold on a second. Let me prepare this. Oh, man. Well, listen, one thing, though, I could tell you, your team is going to be better than my Giants. That I could tell you.
That ain't saying much.
Exactly. That ain't saying much,
I mean, maybe we'll be better than the Jets.
Also the Jets, for sure. It all depends on what's going to happen. What the hell?
And the Falcons.
The Falcons are an interesting story, man. And we'll probably talk a little more than that.
You know what's funny with the Falcons? I understand you drafted Penix for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
He's not.
I don't think he's right now. He's not better than.
He's not. And not only that, what are you're going to pay Kirk Cousins all this money to sit the bench?
I don't think he's better than.
Well, don't worry. Kirk Cousins will be the next Steeler quarterback in 2020.
Absolutely, bro. He's got to be in the Steeler colors, bro. You guys got to get him. You got to get him cheap.
Everybody will be jumping for joy for another temporary Band-Aid.
You're going to get him cheap. And with that being said, talking about Band-Aids, best Band-Aid in the world is laughter. I don't know how that. Why do I do this all the time, dude? I don't know why I do that all the time, man. I gotta change positions on those two intros. All right, here you go, man. My favorite Bigfoot.
What's your type? What's your type?
They have to be tall, rich, handsome, and can take care of me.
No, I meant type 1 or type 2 diabetes. What's your type?
They have.
Oh shit, dude.
This AI shit is really dangerous now.
This is bad, bro. This is like so bad, dude. Here you go.
Yo, what's up, Balji?
What's up, Steve Ford? Heard you been by.
Yo, bro, don't rush me. Don't you belong in a 7-Eleven?
Don't you belong in a desert?
Look, I look like you.
Come on.
Yo, bro, how is your arranged marriage going?
Oh, it's good. How does your cousin?
It's good. We have 2 kids now. Hold up. Don't you need this?
Oh, that's fine.
And you need this?
Yo, what's up, Balji?
Oh shit, dude. Oh man. I think we got the twins over here. Oh no. Oh, this is not the twins. These are
What's up, Slime? How you doing?
Hold on. Did you catch the beginning? Hold on a second.
Yeah,
you gotta catch
the
song.
Honey, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on.
Oh, gotcha. How you doing today?
Hold on. Let me start it from the beginning.
Last night I was fucking this bad bitch. Baby daddy.
Plenty. You said it was listening, right? Yeah.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah, keeping on honey, you know what I'm saying? Oh, gotcha.
He changed the music.
Bro, it was crazy, man. Last night I was fucking this bad bitch. Baby daddy.
20 minutes later.
Just beating the brakes off that shit, you know, like you do.
Like you do.
Shit. And then her kids came running in. And I didn't want none of that action with the little kids. Yeah, I ain't trying to be no...
I'm gonna you just pull over here. I'm just gonna walk, all right, bro?
Oh, okay, yeah. Appreciate you. See you around. Some ma dudes, some pa dudes.
Gotcha.
I said hi and shit. Yeah. Romeo, save me somewhere.
You be the prince, I'll be the princess.
These guys are funny, bro. They do this shit all the time. You know, I played a few videos of them, right? Oh man, this one is a compilation of real stupid shit happening in the gym or working out. Oh, dude, look at this. Oh shit! Oh.
Yep, ACL done.
Yep.
Showings this weekend. Oh, shoot. Okay.
Day in the life of dependent women.
Hey, come on. You gotta play the team.
Angel Reese right there.
Oh yeah.
Drug bitches.
Oh my god.
I know how to do a cartwheel.
This is going wrong, bro. Oh. Oh man. Oh shit, dude. All right, let me see here. Oh, we got Bigfoot again.
What do mechanics and lesbians have in common?
Oh, God, what?
Snap-on tools. What do...
Yeah, they do.
Yep.
It's 95 degrees out. I'm sweating balls, as you can see, but some things don't change. Still got my hot cough. That's a union cup of coffee. Not for nothing. How is it with the half and half? Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's 95 degrees.
These guys were they were welcome at
Yeah,
Giants camp.
They did the Giants creators shit.
Yeah. So they only brought in like really not sports people. It's funny, you know, Nikki, right? Nikki.
Yeah, I seen her tweet. She goes, I don't even know who half these people are. I'm like,
And she's right. You know what I mean?
like,
Me neither.
Everybody knows the twins because of TikTok.
Because of this.
I mean,
exactly.
Other than these other people, I'm like, who? What? Like, what the fuck? What?
That's true. Here we go. It's another one.
Why do gay guys have such high car insurance? Why? Because they're always getting rear-ended. Why do gay guys have such high car insurance? Why? Because they're always getting rear-ended.
That's some shit my father would probably tell me. You ever heard these two guys in the podcast? The I forget what it's called. It's Bad Friends Clips. They're called Bad Friends. It's the name of the podcast.
You're doing Asian accents, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
It hurts my feelings.
Okay.
And I don't want you to do it anymore.
You heard it here first. Dogs know English. Dogs know the language in which you speak to them. You go to Mexico, they speak Spanish.
Oh, really? What's a Mexican dog sound like?
Hey, bark, bark.
You know what, dude? You're right.
Bow wow.
Bow wow.
Hey, man, bow wow. Yeah. What do they sound like in China? Help! Help! Help!
Japanese X-Men called Sunfire.
Sunfire.
They don't say it like that.
Sunfire was the name of a Pontiac car. Pontiac Sunfire.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I'm not saying it a certain way.
I don't look yellow.
Yeah, you do. We've gone over this 100 times. The shirt that you're wearing blends in. It looks like you're wearing a long sleeve right now. I actually can't tell if you're wearing a long sleeve or not.
There's no way.
Bad.
How did your dad die?
Oh, no.
He choked on a piece of kimchi. It was awful to watch.
Dude. He was there. He wouldn't do the Heimlich or anything. Yeah.
Almost talking.
You're doing Asian accents, dude.
Yeah, go ahead.
It hurts my feelings.
Okay.
And I don't want
dude. Oh man, I've seen him pop up with some of their shit. And here, this is the one you sent me. We have to play this one because it's hilarious. The Canadian guy.
I thought of Brent when I saw this one.
This is freaking funny though, bro. And
You know
Canadians
what
are
Danny's
usually
favorite hockey team is? It's the Edmonton Baby Oilers.
bang. You know Drake's favorite basketball team? It's the Toronto Raptors. You look like you want Vince Carter's fist in your rim. Hey, my cut Canucks. Today we're going to be making tariff-free poontang.
No, Dad, it's poutine.
You look like you put the A in gay. You look like one of the Gaylor Park boys. You look like you play for the Toronto Gapel Queefs.
Dad, why is the Canadian flag upside down?
Well, our tablecloth is upside down because that's how they land their planes. Oopsie daisy, eh? Boing, boing, boing. In honor of today's theme, fuck Ontario. I wish I was Rob Ford.
He's dead, isn't he?
No, Terry can't take him to the Nickelback concert. I bet you love curling because you're in your element on your knees and sweeping. Hey, can I borrow like 50 loonies? Today, to honor our fallen comrade, we're using our George Foreskin grill. There hasn't been a black hero that important since Justin Trudeau. Oh, Terry Fox Cox! Now I gotta run across Canada on one leg. It's like, I would never do that. Because I got 2 legs. And I'm alive. For now. Oh, our foreskin grill smells like Rob Ford's crack pipe.
Former crack pipe.
No, I still have it. I kept it as a memento of our time smoking crack. Now to heat our fries on the George Foreskin grill. I haven't seen this many wrinkled cut potatoes since the Special Olympics senior powerlifting competition.
Yeah, you didn't place though, right?
Fuck you. Oh, they smell like Tate McRae's G-string.
No, they don't.
Oh, those are getting darker than Justin Trudeau's face.
Is he an influencer like James Charles?
No, but he knows a lot about makeup and pulling out of the Caucasian race for one night.
I think the George Foreskin is melting the tablecloth.
Good.
Wow.
Eh? Joshua Blockcox!
Just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Do you know Matthew Perry's favorite Ryan Reynolds movie? Deadpool, based on a true story. Glug. Eh? The next step in our poontang is the gravy. Oh, it smells like Lizzo's dick. Now to add our cheese curds. God, I feel like Connor Bedard trying to open that. I'm seeing more chunky white cottage cheese than John Daly's tailor making golf pants. In traditional Canuck fashion, we're going to see if this is busting or not off of a hockey puck. But first, as an American citizen, I just really want to express my gratitude
Dad,
for
you
the
put the Canadian flag in the grill.
Oh, fuck! I was not that bad. Gonna open up my 5-hole. Pass me a napkin.
You want to go to Tim Hortons?
Is that your new boyfriend? Gay, eh?
No.
Hold on, I gotta clean my shoes off before we go. All right.
Dad, now we're not going to be able to go to Canada.
Add it to the list, bud. You know what Diddy's favorite hockey team is?
Shit, man. Oh, man, Jim. Oh, shit.
I didn't watch the full thing. I
actually stopped it halfway because I wanted to see the whole thing and react on it live. It's pretty funny, dude. Jim, before we wrap it up, man, I got to tell you something that happened to me this morning, right? And I got to give my wife props. So I'm getting up this morning, right? I get up early because I got to cut my grass. And if you don't know about Florida and cutting grass, it's hot as fuck out here. So if you're not out there before like by 8:30, so you could, it usually takes me about an hour and a half, soup to nuts, and get my yard done and shit like that. So I get down like around 7 o'clock. I get up around 7:15. I went to bed early yesterday. I wasn't feeling great. Get downstairs, pull up I don't know if you ever had Cuban coffee, man, but Cuban coffee is some strong shit. You know what I mean? We call it liquid crack, right? It's pretty much what it is. So I'm drinking my Cuban coffee this morning, right? I always scroll through the news. I'm getting ready to go, and I just wait for, fucking coffee hits bottom quick. So I was like, all right, man, I got enough time to read the news, drink some shit, look at Twitter, X, go to the bathroom, take a massive dump. Then I fucking clogged the toilet, dude. And the shit was not going down. I mean, you should have seen this. It was bad. I'm plunging the shit out of that I was so loud that my dog woke up barking. And I have shit all over the fucking ground now because it's not going down, dude. And I'm plugging away. My wife gets up. What the hell are you doing? And I'm like, dude, look at this shit. I'm in the half bathroom. It's all like full of water and shit. It's not going down. I was like, where's the snake? She brings me the snake. I'm snaking the shit out of it. Anyway, to make a long story short, I am like, she goes, we put the fucking unclogger into like, the liquid because it's not going down. We're watching shit down. I was like, all right, we got to wait 45 minutes. Let me get started on the grass. Go outside, cut the grass because I got to come back in. You know what I mean? And then, finish it up. Wiped everything down and shit. And the house started smelling like shit. I'm like, oh, man, is it me? You know what I mean? Anyway, I go out and cut the grass. My wife comes out like 30 minutes later. She was like, yo, I went into our bathroom because it was smelling like shit. And bro, everything, I think I hit it so hard that it backed through the toilet in our fucking master bathroom, in the tub, and on the fucking shower.
Oh, God.
So I'm like cutting the grass, and she's looking at me. Oh, it smells like shit in there. It's like I'm like, listen, call the fucking plumber. I'll be done in about 30 minutes because I'm already 45 minutes in. I'll be done in 30 minutes. Call the plumber. Anyway, I'm done with the grass. She comes out after I'm putting all this shit away, and she was like, you look at her, and she's like flushed, red. You can see she was sweating. She was like, you fucking owe me. I was like, I cleaned up all that shit, and it was your shit because it was shit coming up the fucking drain. It was all your shit. All right. And I unclogged the toilet too. I'm like, holy shit, you did. I was like, yes, I cleaned it up, but I need more fucking Clorox because I used every fucking bottle of Clorox we had. And we need to go back in there and redo the tub, redo the shower, redo the floor, redo the toilets. But dude, she went out there and she didn't call the plumber. She fucking unclogged the toilets, which I couldn't do. I spent like 30 minutes trying to do that shit, and she cleaned everything up. I went up there and I helped her afterwards. But I got to give her a shout out, dude. But she was, you should have seen her when she first came out. I'm touching your shit. It's your shit because you're the one who freaking blew it up and clogged the fucking toilet. Then I'm blaming it on the kids. I said, no, Cameron took like a big dump the other day, man. It was really bad. I don't know. I think it was in there or whatever the case may be.
Oh God,
dude, it was such a fucking event this morning. It's not even funny. Yeah. So,
oh,
shout out to my wife. She's the best, dude. I mean, God, she kicks my ass every once in a while, but she does. Look, she's a stay-at-home mom. She's also a teacher, but what she does, it's unbelievable, bro. She is the handyman. I don't know shit about handiwork, bro. I do the heavy lifting. I cut the grass. Yep. I move shit around. But dude, she could do electrical. She could put shit together. She fixes the sprinklers when they go bad, like the solenoids and stuff like that. I just, change heads. It's like I've never lived in an apartment all my life, so I never had a house. So it's to me, it's like, it's to me, it doesn't comprehend it. I don't have the patience. But dude, she gets so much. You know how many times I'm like, yo, call somebody. An hour later, I figure it out. And I was like, she goes, I'm too cheap to call a plumber. All right. So therefore I fucking fixed it. So I was like, hey, that's money in the vacation for next week.
Yeah.
So shout out to my wife, Jenny. She's a fucking G.
Especially in this economy. Plumber probably would have charged you $500 to come do that.
Oh, on the weekend, just for some bullshit, they would have just, gone in there. I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I tried everything. I was snaking the shit out of it. That didn't work. I don't know. I guess
he'd probably tell you I had to use a special contraption that make up some weird word like, oh yeah, I had to use this fucking blah blah whatever. Yeah, cleared it up. Don't worry about it. Here's a bill, $500.
$500, dude. Especially on a weekend.
I love it. Rob, his wife don't know shit. No, the only thing Rob's wife knows how to do is drink pop pills, fall asleep somewhere, and then fucking wake up and not know what the fuck happened.
Oh man.
That's all she knows how to fucking do. That fucking stunts.
The pass out of life. All right. Great job, man. Hey, I appreciate Brandon who joined us today. McCormick. We also had a new person on Rumble. Thank you all, y'all, man, for joining tonight. Brandon and also always Robert Papito Loco is in the house. Your lucky mind don't know shit about shit. Your lucky mind don't know shit about shit. Yeah, man. And Ravery Sports, man, always one of the locals. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Appreciate the views as always. Me and Jim, we're gonna come back in a couple of weeks, man. We're gonna talk some more NFL. Again, it was one of those, just apart from Hogan dying and everything else, it was a slow week. There was really nothing. All you saw today was training camp. And I love how these guys, look at this great touchdown pass. Rodgers did, and JJ McCarthy has a great arm. Listen, guys, come on, man.
Every Steeler post. Touchdown, 8-4. I'm like, that's great. Let's see if that happens in a regular season. I don't.
The only time
what the fuck you're doing in the Steeler fans to argue with other Steeler fans that Will Howard is doing decent in training camp. Shut the fuck up. I could look good in fucking training camp.
The only time you're gonna see who's your other tight end, your third tight end, the big dude.
We got Darnell Washington.
Darnell Washington. The other thing I see Washington catching touchdowns, it's going to be in training camp.
Yeah, because we don't utilize him for shit.
They were saying, Aaron Rodgers loved the big target. Dude, it's
Aaron Rodgers, again, historically does not throw to tight end.
No.
Jimmy Graham was the only tight end he really ever threw to, because Jimmy Graham was like an Evan Ingram type hybrid guy before Evan Ingram.
And he was washed up too at the time he got to Green Bay, and he still had a pretty decent season there last.
And it's a sad story with Jimmy Graham. I don't know if you saw that.
No.
Because he just recently announced that he's going to retire, but he said he was talking about how he was left at social services or something for $98 or whatever. I guess his dad was a drug addict or whatever.
Really?
And his dad, so he always felt his whole life he was worth $98. Can you imagine going through life like that?
That sucks, man.
I mean,
that sucks.
Some people just shouldn't have kids.
No.
I mean, granted, Jimmy Graham's an adult now, but
and you know what? But for that reason, though, I'm glad that Jimmy Graham was able to live his life, because he made something positive out of a really rough stuff.
That's the thing. These athletes go through, certain ones, they go through some real shit.
Yeah. A lot of challenges, bro. And roadblocks.
They prove that some of them the percentage is smaller than you think.
Oh, absolutely, dude. I mean, it's
Some
like
of them
water.
prove that no matter the hardship they went through, they're gonna make it somehow because they don't want their kids to go through the shit they had to go through. And the ones that don't do any of that, you wonder why they are where they are. Like you wonder why. Like I probably catch flack for this, but you wonder why Aaron Hernandez wound up being how he was and where he is, unfortunately, which is dead now. But
he is. Hey, Brandon wants to be on an episode one day. You did it once, man. You're welcome anytime. Jim has. Just get with Jim. Jim will let you know next time we're up, man. We'll talk about your Ravens next week. No, a couple of weeks from now. We'll have you on, man.
Yeah.
But absolutely, Jim. Hey, man, with that being said, buddy.
The door is wide open for guests like Rob's wife's like.
Yeah, man. With that being said, let's close up on that note. It's your boy E-Man from the Average Joe Sports Network. And, of course, my man.
Jim from the Fan in the Van podcast.
Peace, y'all.
Peace.